Okay, we're continuing our discussion of simplifying radical expressions, and we have another expression here that we need to simplify. This expression is the square root of 3 plus 3 over the square root of 3 minus the square root of 5. Now, once again, what I like to do is I like to rewrite these because they can get kind of messy at times. So I'm going to write it again, square root of 3 plus 3 over the square root of 3 minus the square root of 5. So the first thing we do is we need to get rid of we need to do something with these radicals in the denominator. Okay, so what we're going to do is we look at this sign and we see that that's negative. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this entire expression by the opposite of this. So it's going to be the square root of 3 plus the square root of 5 over the square root of 3 plus the square root of 5. All we're simply doing is multiplying that times 1 because any number over itself is 1. But we're doing that just so we can eliminate that radical. So square root of 3 plus 3 times the square root of 3 plus the square root of 5, we would do the FOIL method. So we say the square root of 3 plus 3 times the square root of 3 plus the square root of 5. The first is square root of 3 times the square root of 3. We know that's 3. The outer is square root of 3 times the square root of 5. The square root of 3 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 15. So that's plus the square root of 15. Then we do inner, which is positive 3 times the square root of 3, which is 3 times the square root of 3. And then we just did the inner, then we do the last, which is 3 times the square root of 5, which is plus 3 times the square root of 5. So that's the numerator. So the denominator, we're going to do square root of 3 minus the square root of 5 times the square root of 3 plus the square root of 5. And we do the first, the inner, first the outer, then the inner, and then the last. The reason I changed it around because I want you to think of FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. You could do it FIOL, FLOI, but just so you can remember, FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. First is square root of 3 times the square root of 3, which is 3. And then the outer is the square root of 3 times the square root of 5, which is the square root of 15. The outer, or just did the outer, and then the inner is negative square root of 5 times the square root of 3, which is negative square root of 15. And then the last is negative square root of 5 times positive square root of 5, which is negative 5. So we look at the top and we see 3 plus the square root of 15 plus 3 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 5. Really nothing we can do with that up there because nothing we can combine up there. But down here we have a positive 3 and a negative 5. So that's 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. And then we have a plus square root of 15. And then we have a minus square root of 15. They both cancel out. So in the denominator, we have a minus 2. So we're going to rewrite this. We're just going to put these in order. So let's just say the 3 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 5 plus the square root of 15 plus 3 over minus 2. There's your simplified radical expression.